One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Ellis. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Benz. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. Defense makes the stop, but the change move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Canes want to move quickly. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so offensive possession.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll try the right side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the... There he goes! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Ellis. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got him in the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The run from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Ellis. A little release to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Day. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got his man on the right. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Ellis. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be...
I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had LaMichael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update. Final. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They'll immediately call timeout. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The DBs will back off a bit. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Firing toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And And this one sails through just inside that left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Flowers. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They get to him as he throws. He makes a catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It's good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To the air, it's Ellis. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Ellis. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Off play action. Bring in the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That's caught. It's Day.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, it's Flowers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And he tried to punch it in himself, but the defense stands tall on first down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Huskies. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 11 to Arizona State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
Nice play on that one.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. The quick out. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Flowers. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that.